Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam 5. As you may remember, Narada was telling Vedavyasa that the reason he still didn't have any peace was because he didn't sing the name of the Lord enough. 3. The previous birth of Narada. They were sitting silent for a while. The only sound was the music made by the waves of the Saraswati as she flowed, and the hypnotic drone of the Veena strings, which Narada was plucking incessantly. Suddenly he smiled at Vyasa and said, "You will be interested to know how I was saved from the bondage of karma because of Narayana. You may not be aware of my previous birth." There was a look of amazement on the face of Vyasa. He said, "Previous birth? But my friend, you're the son of Brahma. How could you have had a previous birth?" "You've kindled my curiosity. Please, tell me all about it." "I'm talking of the previous kalpa," said Narada, with a reminiscent look in his eyes. "There was a Shudra woman who was working in the ashrams of the rishis. I was her only son. Once during the rainy season, a group of sages came to the ashram where my mother was a servant. They were to spend the 4 months there. I was a youngster of 5, and to me my mother assigned the duty of attending to their wants. I served them all the time. I was a peculiar child. I was not like the others. I was not fond of childish pranks and games, and I was quiet and not given to much talking. Even the words I spoke were indistinct since I was still a child. The sages who were there became quite fond of me. They took pity on me and let me stay with them all the time. They were sorry for me, I think, and they let me stay with them all the time. Once, while washing the vessels out, which they had eaten from, I happened to eat what was left over, and that made my mind pure. I was rid of all sins. Such is the power of the devotees of the Lord. These bhaktas would spend all their time singing the praises of Narayana, and I became engrossed in the stories which they recounted, and I became enamored with Narayana. The songs which spoke the greatness of him made me think of him, and to me nothing else seemed to matter. Day and night I was thinking only of him. I came to realize that I was something beyond Maya, the illusion that the body is real. I had learned so much, all because of my Hari Kirtana, which I was hearing constantly. The Rajoguna, the Tamoguna, that were in my mind were all washed away. And in the meantime, the 4 months came to an end, and the sages were ready to depart. They looked at me, was standing there with tears flowing from my eyes. They knew I was a fit disciple, and in their infinite kindness they taught me the secret of realizing the truth. They taught me that dedication of all one's actions to the Brahman would cure one of the tapatrayas, Adhyatmika, Adidevika, and Adibodhika. Action which is performed in the world with a desire for returns involves people further in the coils of Maya. These same actions, however, when performed without any desire, with a dedicated frame of mind, will only hasten to break the bonds of Maya. Knowledge of the Brahman, wedded to the path of devotion, will help people to perform actions dedicated to the Lord. Soon, very soon, the conditioned Atman will find freedom from the coils and become one with the infinite. That was the lesson they taught me. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.